Okay. Hey guys, how we doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. This is the second part to the ViDoc, however you want to say it, for Final Shape. I've reacted to part one. This part one and part two will be going out roughly the same time, so you will be able to see my reaction to that last one. But yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it. I'm excited because what we saw yesterday in part one, recorded it yesterday in real time, but you get what I mean. Regardless, this is part two. Excited. Everything I've seen so far, sick. So yeah, let's get into it. Like, sub, you know what to do. I don't need a fucking boy with all that shit.
This team and Bungie in general is all about collaboration. Testers, designers, effects
I love
artists,
Dave.
animation, all these sources of input from everywhere coming together, and like that was magic for me.
Oh, guns are ready. Okay. I assume these will probably be in the game.
The final shape, it felt a little like a love letter at times. We really thought about bringing that forward to the weapons. Like Kvostov gets the first gun in the game. There has to be the narrative bookends of the first gun I got in the game. It's here in the Pale Heart. It's like this old friend returned. How do you make this thing really good and really powerful without making it not what it is? And that was really challenging. What we ended up deciding on is it is about your skill. Oh, it's all in the wrist. A little like it's gonna bounce several times down this line of guys. You're just really good at bouncing this bullet. It's fate almost. This thing's dope. Help! Yeah. And we pepper in the number 7.
Oh, so that's what it means when... Okay, because when I heard that it was ricocheting bullet, or the 7th shot would be ricocheting, I didn't know if it was just not ricochet rounds, but like it would just bounce off walls or whatever, like it wouldn't be anything special. But now that it actually tracks and goes within targets, okay, that's actually kind of cool.
In as many places as we could. So it bounces 7 times. It's got a bunch of 7s in its stat. You get 7 bouncy bullets when you pick up an orb of power. Bungie has a long legacy of loving the number 7, and this felt like the right place for it.
Fair enough.
Iconic hand cannon that in a lot of ways has become a symbol. We took Ace of Spades and we went, where's the rest of the deck of cards? We had this really cool opportunity to theme all the Pale Heart weapons after different suits.
It has this two-tone
pretty cool
feel to it. The opposite side of the gun is the inverse of that idea. They look freaking awesome. It also has...
That's a really sick idea, actually. That's really fucking cool. And it actually looks good as well. Normally when you companies and devs try to do something along the same lines as something that's already kind of big and done well, it usually goes to shit. But nah, this actually, it looks really sick. That sword as well. I won't go back to it, but
we wanted something that you can't do with any of your other weapons, and we came up with no hesitation. It shoots these harmonic bullets that if you're targeting an enemy, it'll hurt them and burn them. But if you're shooting an ally, it'll heal them.
I love this thing.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Okay.
We had to build a lot of the language, and with the new cool little Guardian health bars, you can see that. The healing effect on it is very strong. For a while, we were calling it the Just Don't Die gun. It has its own little energy bar, like the glaive does, and that energy bar is charged by any damage whatsoever. Like, we know
that's a really sick idea.
Since you are returning to the Traveler, we wanted to focus on bringing new supers to the light subclasses.
Yes.
For Song of Flame, we wanted to plus up Radiance from Destiny 1 and have it be combat focused.
If you remember, Radiance from D1 has fire wings. We kind of ate that visual space with Dawnblade, where you've got these like awesome flame wings. In a split second, if a player sees a character solar with wings, they're going to see that it's Dawnblade. We had to come up with something different.
Zach, our VFX artist, came up with the idea of this halo around you, like a medieval painting.
I am a Warlock main, so that looks fucking sick. Love that. Although the new Void Titan Super is fucking cool. So yeah. How fucking sick is that? Anyways.
Twilight Arsenal is a one-off super that also creates these axes. Coming up with visuals for that axe, it was an interesting challenge. How do we want to root this in Destiny? We took a lot of inspiration from Titan's shield. What would it feel like if the axe was the shield broken up? And when you look at it side by side, you can definitely see that connection between the two.
Storm's Edge, we wanted to call back to Arcblade in Destiny 1, throwing the dagger and zipping over there, blowing up stuff. How long do you have in the super? Initially, you had a long time. You had
24 seconds. We did not earn any friends in those playtests.
no,
the
people
first
were pretty
day.
mad. But we toned it down, and now you only have 12 seconds, and it's a lot more reasonable.
We found a problem where
Not bad.
when I grapple and then you cast Blink Dagger out of it, I fall to the floor, right? Whereas if I'm in midair and I Blink Dagger, I should be held in midair, right? And it sucks. So I want to fix it.
It's the things like
Okay.
the way the
They're aware is what we like. They're aware. Okay.
spikes and then falls
Okay.
back off. We need all of our abilities to feel awesome.
We want to make it so that the controller melts away. You stop thinking about what do I have to do, and instead you just inhabit your character, and you don't have to think about it. The game just plays.
The great thing about Prismatic was every playtest we did, the feedback got better and better. We have gone back and forth on what starter builds that players will get in Mission 1.
Okay, we're going to start the Titans with Stringer's Lash, their strand aspect, and Knockout. One of the notes we got is players just weren't understanding how those two things comboed in a loop. Well, we're going to drop Stringer's Lash, and instead we're going to put in Diamond Lance. Now, any ability kill is making your Diamond Lance. Your knockout
Nice.
punch, hey, that makes a Diamond Lance. You throw your Diamond Lance at the floor, everything's frozen, now you can punch stuff again and get amplified with Knockout. Once we made that switch, all of a sudden it
Cool.
clicked in players' heads. This loop becomes a lot more clear, and players were much more satisfied with their starter loadouts.
At the end of the day, like, the chaos is the point.
Yeah. If you aren't surprised and delighted in a way that you didn't expect, like, we fucked up.
Yeah.
This strike is probably one of the coolest strikes.
Ooh, new
that
strike.
were released.
Ooh.
My Destiny journey playing strikes, I really wanted to push the expectations of what a strike could potentially be. This strike, it's sort of a memory out of the Witness's history of its race and what its buildings
What the fuck is that?
looked like in the past. A lot of the inspiration comes from 30s pulp novels, adventure flicks, uncovering ancient hidden cities that have not seen a living soul in eons. And then subsequently,
It's giving very like Egypt kind of vibes. Like
uncovering ancient hidden cities that have not seen a living soul in eons.
I don't know. This is probably just me, but this this looks a lot like kind of like ancient Egypt almost. Not complaining, and it's ancient Egypt's pretty fucking sick, but you know, just a observation.
And then subsequently destroying those cities moments later.
Imagine you're in a narrow hallway. You need to escape it. Lava is descending. Obstacle is coming
Pretty
out
cool.
of the walls. You made this slide towards the closing door and you're dead. The door just closed right in front of your face, so
That happens a lot.
I have 7 Gilded Conqueror titles. I want this strike to be the hardest strike we ever made. I want people to scream and cry over this strike.
Oh no!
And just say, how do I complete this strike on Grandmaster difficulty? And I'll be like, yes.
Okay.
That's kind of one of the fun parts about making a strike.
I like that they're actually trying to make it hard to do. I guess it's all going to come down to like power level and everything else anyway, but seeing what goes into it really helps understand like what they're really doing and how like their kind of thought process behind everything, you know?
Freedom and creativity to do wild things, and then testing that. It's just a lot of fun, that back and forth.
We have a very tight relationship with Test as designers, and I couldn't do anything I do, gameplay-wise, without Test there at my side. But as soon as I can get fresh eyes on it, I think that's where it really comes in.
We ran a lot of play tests, and every time I would invite people, I'm like, this is final play test, but it's never final. We just can't stop.
It's really not just one department creating something special. When you see all those things combined in the iteration and the back and forth, and when you get to this end result where it just feels like it couldn't be any other way, we hit on something amazing here.
Very cool. Ah. Very cool, very cool. I just want to have a look at these weapons again, just really quick.
We had this really cool opportunity to theme all the Pale Heart weapons after different suits.
It has this two-tone feel to it. The opposite side of the
So it's almost like inverted, right? So like you got the blue accent here, and then it's on the back here.
gun is
Pretty
the inverse
cool.
of that idea.
That looks like a shotgun, maybe? Yeah, shotgun.
They look freaking
That's very
awesome.
cool.
It also
I think this is probably my favorite, just because I like the white and green
has like these fantasies
colors.
of characters.
I actually know this. No, yeah, it's this. That looks really fucking cool.
That have influenced Cade. These
Couple hand cannons, not bad.
his past.
Sniper.
We wanted some
Not bad, eh? Well, as always, it's good to see what they're kind of thinking and what goes into this sort of stuff. Well, almost as like a BTS to how they think and, you know, how they really develop all these sorts of things. But yeah, appreciate you stopping by. It's been fun. I can't wait, honestly. It's what, a week and a half away? 10 days? 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. I'm so fucking hyped, honestly. I think I said this in the previous part as well, but I will be live hopefully all day that Wednesday. I'm hoping, well, all day for me anyway, so it'll be like a 10:30, 11 a.m. to like 9 p.m. that sort of all day. But we'll see, because honestly, I'm probably just gonna be playing by myself. So if I get bored, or if I just physically am just so exhausted, I probably will just stop. But I'm hoping to be, long stream that day. But we'll see. But yeah, Thanks for stopping by. It's been fun. I'll catch you guys in the next one, alright? See you.